Good evening, welcome back to Goosebumps HorrorTown playthrough. I'm Grim, and I am currently locked in the bunker behind my, underneath the basement, ironically enough. I'm sure some of you are pretty much too, due to the nature of hands since the last video we kind of briefly talked about. Again, I can't say anything about that because YouTube, but regardless, I think you pretty much know what I'm referring to here. But, whatever. This is part 3 to The Beast Beneath the Sink, and we're going to be taking a look at more of the story. This is going to take a look at Pat's final, like all the quests when it came to Pat's storyline. A bit more when it comes to The Beast Beneath the Sink, but it will also show a little bit of the new character, which is Nat. And this is the bundle here that she'll be featured in, which is very interesting because it also comes with Amazo and the his spawn area, which that's an interesting topic. But regardless of that, that will be, I think that's about it. Yeah, so we're gonna get an introduction to Nat, I should say, not Pat. Pat is gonna be finishing off with this one. And the other thing I will also mention is that you'll find out that the storyline will be finishing with Pat, and it basically just ruined the other two storylines. You'll see more in part 4, which is the final one, but I talked long enough. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So we're continuing off from this point here, and as you can see, expanding the forest. We got all the parts that we need in order to get the reward, which is just a simple scrap tree. Which I guess makes it convenient, but hey, what can you do? Alright, so now, I just need to put a place for this bad boy. I'm not sure where I can put this, to be honest with you. But, yeah. This whole thing should be interesting, with what's going on right now in the world. But, yeah, it sucks I can't say anything because of how YouTube operates, but, what can you do? I think I'm gonna simply put this somewhere over here for now. Just temporary until I can expand some new land. So, yeah, you know what? It's big enough, I'll put it here. And I think one of the storylines we're gonna be finishing, I'm not sure which one it's gonna be, per se. I'm not sure if it's the Pat's one, which I don't think so. It might be just the Beasts. But we're gonna have to wait and see which one I end up doing. Because there is some dialogue coming up. But, yeah, let's see here. Alright, so I'm thinking I have to be waiting on for something in particular. Yeah, okay, so it's gonna be for the, this, because I need to put down some of these, paw prints. Which is interesting. I put some in the campground area here because of last year's camping event, the Welcome to Camp Nightmare storyline. That seemed interesting enough. I thought it would be appropriate for Saber to be some of Saber's prints, but what can you do? So I think once I put this one down that the story will continue, so let's go ahead and find a good spot. Alright, I guess over here? No, we're gonna put it back over here. Alright, so once I put this down, we should be ready to go. Oh, sorry, the last one. Here we go.
I see some monstrous tracks near these creepy automations. What if the beast really does have an artistic side to it?
Okay, let's say it is leaving all the clues around. If it wants to play games, that's what we'll do.
If only they had some consummate player of games leading them. Wait a minute. You! Yes, you! Ultimate Gamer! Give them a hand, will ya?
Oh, Ultimate Gamer. Yeah, gamers, man. Yeah, okay.
Okay, guys. We've been searching for a long time now, and there's still no sign of Dustin.
Hey, isn't that the arches we saw like 4 hours ago?
Oh no, we've been walking around in circles.
Wait, that's your house, guys. Let's go back there and see if we can find some real clues.
Doreen, Renan, loads of it. Maybe our beast likes the king of fruits.
The king of fruits?
Hey, maybe that's why it went in our basement. We make Doreen jam as a hobby.
Our basement is full of them.
Or should we say,
Was.
Oh, no wonder your house is boarded up. It must smell so bad. Jeez. Alright, animate, sell wooden puzzle, and I believe to grab, I think it was mushrooms? Yeah, it was probably mushrooms because it went to this place, and I know only Mar and Mortman, yeah, it's mushrooms, Mar and Mortman. There was only one other character that can drop it, but other than that, yeah, not much. Alright. Yeah, so we just have to animate, or it says animate, but really it just put him through a quest. So Eric's gonna go back doing the solve wooden puzzle again, which is just basically him hiding in his house, like anything else. Alright, so we got this going on here. And, I think, yeah, okay, so this is where I was showing off that these two items here, the love potion and the, cursed book, can now be crafted within the witch cabin. I have a funny feeling when it comes to the end of this event, there's going to be more chances to get some of these items, which I will show off when the update hits, because that's usually when they're going to do it. I think any items that is needed for the books are going to be the ones that stay if the last event is anything to go by, but I think with that, we should be done with this quest.
Okay, so we know our beast has a taste for exotic fruits. Not only fruits, it seems it is at a horse carcass?
Oh no, the controversy I kind of briefly mentioned about. Oh no, a dead thing. Oh no. Spooky.
Ew! Maybe it was Will Blake!
Come on, Lucy, you know better. Will Blake wouldn't have to eat horses. He has tastes, man.
Nah, he doesn't like horses. This has to be the rat bear.
Oh no, poor Dustin. We have to find him, quick!
Oh, poor Dustin, he might be eaten by the beast. Maybe.
Hey, guys, I found some more of those creepy wooden things.
Let's keep looking. He must be nearby.
Well, that was a short quest line. Collect beasts, hair, collect stars, and collect bridge woodcrafts. Oh, okay, so just collect stuff. This is going to be interesting for me not to screw up when it comes to dialogue. I think I didn't, so I'm glad for that. But there has been cases where I accidentally click on something and go, whoops. Yeah. But this event is interesting enough. Something I wanted to bring up that I didn't get to talk about. The event brought back the, like, winter's gone, per se. And 21 days from this recording. But you'll notice that the trees, especially one of them... why does it offer me that when I have them already? Anyways, I think I mentioned that before. Man, these videos have been done a few days apart, so... or weeks, I say a week apart, so it's hard for me to recall if I said something or not. So, apologies if I seem to repeat. Yeah, the tree is blocked... the road's blocking the tree again. Fun. Fantastic. The, yeah, the Beast Dazzlers is something that is a bit hard to come by. I think it's namely because of the battery quest itself. No one drops batteries, so the only way to get them is through a 6-hour waiting period for the shack to give you something. But regardless, you will notice that some of the trees here, namely like the normal trees or the oak trees, I'm not sure what to refer to or called, but you'll notice that they have fall colors on them. I'm not sure if it's because of the theming behind this event, but I noticed that it's interesting how we got fall colors in the trees and not, you know, summer, spring, because we would usually get, like, greenery, but this time around we have, like, actual weird coloring. Yeah, so we had Reggie do his fun animation I liked, but yeah, he's done with that. So this should be the next story right about now.
So many of these handicrafts. Or should I say, pie crafts?
Marty, this is no time for jokes.
What is this creature trying to tell us?
I cannot get that help of those two talking. And to answer your question, maybe the creature was telling you guys to,
Get out!
of the forest.
Even more of these bundle sticks. It's like we're taking a course in crafting.
That's it! Maybe that's the only way to communicate with us. So, the only way for us to communicate with him must be to craft something ourselves.
Okay. But what could we craft? I'm not sure. But if we want to communicate, it better be something expressive.
How about some masks? We could put them on, channel our inner beast, and do some primal growling.
You guys can do that, and I'm not gonna do anything. Marty, you go to the store and buy yourself a costume, while we just make weird monster masks that don't look scary. They look like tribal masks, by the way. But yeah, this one now, you just have to craft these masks. Now, you'll need all three of these. These two, 1 and 2, will be used for the books, and the third one is only used for the grand prize, so I think the third one doesn't look that appealing, while the other two are just, they're fine. The third one is like, what is that? Why is there one eye? You know what, I'll give them creativity. At least they made it interesting. Oh yeah, and also we got the the pineapple trap. The Doreen trap, I should say. Yeah. I remember too. I was looking at the what this fruit was when this update hit, because someone mentioned that, oh yeah, this fruit is nasty when it smells. So I was like, okay, I would look it up, and there was this video talking about, I think it was a Philippine farmer who just loved the fruit. I think it was Vietnam. I'm not sure where it was. Not the Philippine or Vietnam. I don't know, somewhere in the Asian. You know what I'm talking about. There's this farmer whose specialty is this kind of fruit, and he just loves this stuff. He just really loves it. And he was talking about the scents and flavors, like I kind of mentioned before. And what's funny about it is that somebody talked about, and the last thing is numbness, and he's like, that just means that your tongue literally cannot taste anything. And some guy's eating it, and he's like, wow, I can taste the numbness. And I'm like, ooh. You mean to tell me that it's strong so much that your tongue just said, nah, I give up. I give up. I'm not going to taste anything. It's just going to be this weird feeling. Wow, I can taste the numbness. What does numbness taste like? It tastes like nothing. Oh, yeah. Alright, so I got the fork suppliers. This is, I can't really get anything from here for now. I think that'll be in the last part I got this item, so spoilers are on that one. And, with this, we finally got ourselves, I think, the masks, so, and the Beast Dazzler, so we got 2 in 1. Here we go.
Aw, look at that pretty face. How could you not adore him? Here, Timmy.
Dustin, what happened to you? Are you alright?
Oh, hey guys. Yeah, I had a blast making some handiwork with Timmy here. He's really talented. Why are you looking at me like that, Lucy?
Oh, I think that mask's channeling something alright. You're about to meet my inner beast.
Ah! Run, Timmy! Run!
Wow, he was safe this entire time, huh? Whoops!
You better be right, Eric. Alright, let's see. Growl. Okay, what do you think?
I don't know. It feels lacking a certain...
Lacking a certain... Had to put that in there. Certain...
Oh, that was much better.
That wasn't me.
Surprise! Yeah, and that was anticlimactic for the Pat's quest. Whoops, surprise!
I'm getting tired of running away from this thing.
Oh, great. Now the sun is setting and Sybil won't be able to see anything. This way we'll never find Dustin. Oh, you could find him if you use one of me secret potions.
Oh, looky here, it's the troll leprechaun, finally making his appearance, eh? I was wondering when you'd show up.
Like this one. I call it Hunter's Embrace. Night vision? Check. Increase agility? Check. Also, a 5+ to charisma. Always comes in handy. I guess it won't be cheap, but I don't think we have another choice.
I mean, 5 plus charisma. You can't argue with that. There's a some of the Hunter's Embrace, Tail, Tribal Whistles, and the Cloak. Right. The problem with the Cloak is that you need the special Mazos capes, and they're just crappy to get. And what's so strange is that there is a material that is basically black fabric. I'm surprised that didn't come back for this because of what colors it is. But yeah, this thing right here, this has got to be one of the weirdest things they brought back. Not to say that I don't mind it. It looks pretty cool, don't get me wrong. But the issue of it is just, well, first of all, look how big this thing is. Look how much space it's taking up there. Not only that, but here's the other thing too. And this is where it gets into a problem, because I think, I'm not sure if I do it in this part right here or if later on, but I do. Yeah, I think at this part I tried to get this enough coins, or I call them coins, but really they're just the event currency, to justify getting myself that item in particular, the Magic Exposition. And it's interesting why they decided to bring that back, especially Amazo, because he doesn't have much of a connection when it comes to this event. It's like, oh yeah, but he drops the capes. It's like, okay, yeah, but the capes aren't really used for the event, so really, what's the point of it? But yeah, okay, so I got enough now, so I guess this is the only place I can put this, by the way, this little area, so I think I tried to make it look good, but yeah, I just said, alright, you know what, give up. I'll make this area just this, because this is the only decent place. It's near the Easter place, so why not? But here's one crappy part about it. Oh, right, well, I can't really right now because he's busy, so let's just have him be free. Okay, now let's go back. Now let me show you the crappy part. Alright, so this right here, the Mad Hare House, this was from last year. This is this one. Oh, look! Event currency! Just like Reggie. Why did you bring this back? No one likes this. Why do you make a premium character needing a currency in order to play through this? It's just so... Look. Event currency should be only for the freemium area, okay? And even then, they're using the whole, the 30% thing. So they didn't even change the drop rate to make it better. So we have to deal with the percents here. So people who don't have a Mazo or didn't want to invest in him have to deal with, you know, this stuff. So that's great. I'm sure they're happy about that. Also, I didn't really, record Amazo's. Oh yeah, no, that's great part two. The thing just died out. I didn't even bother kind of showing you a whole thing about Amazo stuff, because you can see that through the April's update from last year, which is the That's No Easter Bunny. The only thing I never got to show you was the first ever event with Amazo. I didn't really show you much of his questline because it was hard to record it for there. But the other thing I wanted to share or talk about here is the fact that when it comes to Amazo himself, he has his own his quest, and I played it back in 2018, but never really recorded it, so it was kind of hard for me to kind of archive that. Now, you could technically see a little bit of the beginning of it with Casey when he did his gaming of it. And by the way, ever since the end of last year, which was my event, he never really seemed to be posting any more update with that, so I'm not sure if he just gave up on the game or what. So, yeah, and there's an update with my basement scene, but, you know, as of right now, I seem like I'm the only guy who's making these video walkthroughs. Which I don't mind. I like doing these videos, especially since of, I forgot to do this, by the way. Yep, okay, came beneath the sink, but had nothing to do with it, and this is the items you need in order to claim this. And, oh boy, it uses the Dazzler, so that's gonna be fun. Not. But we got the Beast from the East, which is for Nats. Again, Pat and Nat. Yeah, so we got a bit of stuff here. I think I think I'm gonna be buying a bunch of these, at least one for each. And the only thing I'll have to get after that is going to be Nat's place. And then that should be 100%. And I will show this off, not when I get Nat per se, but the next time the game loads in. You'll notice that the game will say 100%, and then it won't say that anymore. I think I'll try bringing this up. But I think the reason why this might be happening, and this is a theory on my part, but as you'll notice, there is a, not event scene, but because of the crafting that we have right now, this brought me back to last year, or not last year, but the Christmas update we had back in 18, which was the Attack of the Christmas Present, the one that featured this upgrade mechanic. I believe that system had an issue where it didn't go 100% too, and I think in that case it had something to do with the fact that, this is my theory, but I think because you didn't have the simple first tree there, the game considered it as not being put down. So I have a theory that if I put another simple tree down, that's going to be 100%, so I'm going to test that out for part 4 to see if that is the case, and if it is, then we'll know for sure. If not, then yeah. So I didn't get all of the trees yet, but I got close enough, so I just need to grind some more currency. Yeah, and I've put some stuff here. This stuff will get moved around, by the way, so I might be looking at this and going like, oh, look what I did here, but yeah, this is not its permanent home. Also, I don't know why that tree is stuck outside, but whatever. And those 19 days left, counting down, and here we go. We finally got the Siblings Unite, the new Nat. This is what she comes with in her bundle. You get all this stuff, and you get the Screamers one from last year, so that's kind of cool. So that was advertised, but the actual bundle itself would not be coming until a little bit later, so a few more days, and then. And it seems like that's the case now, that they have these two bundles. One of them is going to go until the first one ends, and then the next one will begin. And I think that one will take all throughout the update. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, and I wanted to show you this. This is Pat's screen.
The horror. The horror. The horror.
Why did you make that face there? Like really? Why did he have to choose that face in order to make the screensaver? By the way, that's not the only face. Nats suffers the same fate. So I hope you enjoyed that old meme that I brought back, the Dexter's Lab horror, which is within itself referencing the Apocalypse Now, I believe. Yeah, there was. Yeah, I think it was in the movie Apocalypse Now. There was a scene where they said the horror, and yeah. I'm starting to get some more land, so I'm kind of happy about that. Oh, and now the thing is getting stuck behind the... Why is it that the things are getting stuck behind the road? Why does it glitch out like that? Alright, I think it's this part that I finally got all the money for the rest of these trees here. So I'm going to put one down here. And I think I need 3 more. Yeah, so I need the interesting blue thing. The blue umbrella tree. You got the mushroom tree. And another blue umbrella tree. And then we got some exotic flowers. I love the fact that they took some of these elements of these weird looking plants from the book cover that was done by Tim Jacobson. Because he did a really... Like, that was one of the more iconic looking books that you look at and go, wow, that looks so cool. Then you read the book and you're like, oh, right. So yeah, as you can see, 95%, all I need is Nat, and then it's 100%, and then I'm done. Yay, look at that. Oh boy, can't wait. So, we have that going on for us. Alright, so here's finally gotten that there. So now I need only 2 more things. There we go, it's in our basement. This comes with the daily bonus and the time of 16 days. So this is how long this took in to finish this one out. Alright. So anyways, this is what this comes with. Again, like I said, there's a lot more stuff that comes with this bundle update, but because I have the two scenes here, which is that of Amazo and the rabbits, which is the Magic Exposition, and the Screamer's Monolith. Yeah, this, because I have all this stuff already, it only is going to show Nat and a few interesting bundles. Oh yeah, and then here's this one, the signs. This is the second thing you can get here. Now, I think for one weekend, I wasn't able to get anything down, and I'm wondering, like, we only have like 3 requests, and I think one of the weekends I didn't get to see anything, because I believe with that request that was going to be offering the shack for a certain limited time. I have no proof if this is true or not, so someone in the community who had played during the 3rd week can confirm or deny whether or not that's correct. But it wouldn't make sense of why I wouldn't see it, because it is a unique item. So my guess is that the 3rd week you were able to craft items to get the Shack of Power, which had the batteries that look like Duracells that take a buttload in order to make the lights work. Unlike Lucy, who just does it once and then she's done. So I believe after this, we should have enough now to finish off this quest, and we finally get some story. So let's do this right now.
Guys, you'll never guess what happened. We're taking some flash photos in the woods when all of a sudden a gigantic sort of hamster bear came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was ginormous.
That must have been the beast. Are you okay? What did it do? Yeah, we're fine. The creature looked all dazzled by the flash and scurried away, whimpering.
Wow, what it doesn't like flashing lights. It kind of reminds me of King Kong. Oh no, stop taking pictures. I remember there was, what was it? There was a reference with The Simpsons that they did a horror, Treehouse of Horror with that episode, and that was just great, seeing Homer just squishing that one guy who just screamed and stayed in one place.
Well, it looks like we may have found the monster's one weakness.
Okay, but we still need to trap it. I know, guys. We know he likes terrines, right?
How do you know he's a he?
I like where you're going with this. Pat, Nat, how much dream jam do you have in store?
Place the Thunder Shock, the Beast Dazzlers, and have them do... Great. I should have waited for the Sam quest. Great, whatever. It's gonna take a while anyways, but... Yeah, that comment. I mean, I know Dustin calls it Timmy, but how does he know? Did he look down and say, oh, yeah, this is a boy? No? I don't know. I mean, I think in the story it was implied they were mostly males, but I don't know. I mean, R.L. Stein's a weird man. Alright, I got it's in our basement, thing, which is weird because you would think the it's in our basement would be suitable for Dr. Brewer or I live in your basement, which would be interesting to see that update come forth, because Keith, there's actually images of people who made Keith out, and he looks like an interesting kind of slacker, so it would have been fun to see him walk around. Maybe in the future we might see him up and about, but as of right now, yeah, no Keith, so, oh well. But, yeah, what can you do? Oh, nice, the building is closed up. But anyways, yeah. So now we put these two halves together, and oh look, an Irish leprechaun-looking area. Alright, so we're gonna click on this button, and we're gonna see good old Nat. There she is. There she is! Look at her! Ginger girl. Alright, so we're gonna now look down and see her image. Wow, she looks just like her brother, except a female. Yeah, a lot of people are like, hey, wait a minute, she looks exactly the same as... It's like, yeah, but they're twins, so of course they're supposed to look the same. The only difference is gender bending. One of them's a boy and the other one's a girl. Oh, man. Hold on, I have to chart something. But yeah, this is the Beast from the East's storyline. Again, 5 parts, so we're gonna there's the B stick, like I pretty much showed off. The Atari stick. Classic. Anyways, I'm gonna go plug this while the story's continuing, so enjoy the dialogue.
This town might be small, but its heart is huge. There's always room for one more easily scarable neighbor. Like Nat. Nat's a Gemini. She loves walking in the rain, making dream jam, and the color magenta.
By the way, Gemini is a reference to a zodiac thing, and they're the twins, so funny how that's connected.
Such a beautiful forest. Look at that butterfly, and that lovely bird, and that giant rat.
Neighbor beware. Here comes the scare.
Whoa!
Look, she has the face too. Yeah, so play the scene and have her ask for help. What I'm gonna do is that she has only one animation that differs from her brother. But before I do that, let's look at her. Look at that. She has the same image like her brother has, so let's have some fun again.
The horror. The horror.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. I think that meme died. Oh, I killed it. Sorry, it's dead. Oh well. It was nice while it lasted. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is that when it comes to their quest, I'm gonna show both of them doing the same kind of animation. The only difference is Pat has Dory around, and that's basically the bat, him just smacking about, acting like he's Neagle from, is it Neagle? I don't know, the guy from Walking Dead. You know who I'm talking about, the one with the spiky bat. That guy. That guy. He was acting like that guy. But she has one with a kite, and that's an interesting reference when that comes about. But for now, we're going to have her... This is all the quests she has, just like her brother. She drops different items. She drops the Hunter's Embrace, so that'll be interesting and nice for us. But now we're going to have her ask for help. So there she goes. She's going to wave her arms around, just like Kermit. Yep, very convenient, just like that. And you go... "Yeah." And they're going to have her brother do the same thing, and we're going to see both of them do the same kind of animations, which will be creepy. But, yeah, here it is. See? Look. Doing the same animations. They did this on purpose, by the way, because they want these two... Because they're twins, they're going to do the same thing. The only difference is that she actually flies a kite while he has the bat. And, everything else is basically the same animations, except one's a boy and one's a girl. So, yeah. So, if you're trying to think of who to get, I think someone asked this before, like, who should I get? I say, if you have characters, if you have invested with other characters, you can go for Nat, because I feel like she is more of the interesting of the twins. But if you don't have anything of, like, if you don't have Emily or any of that, then just go for Pat, because he's decent as well. I mean, they're both equally good. This one is good than the other. And yeah, you can see down there, 100%. Wow, look at that. And this is how much I got so far for the thing. So, with that, that should be it from me. So, when we return will be the last part to this update. And yeah, we already know what happened to Dustin, because Pat ruined the surprise for us. Thanks for that, buddy. But yeah, we're going to finish off Nat's quest, and we're going to finish off the main storyline, because the story we have, that's the last part, by the way. So it's weird how this story ends in different areas, but it ends the same way. So it's just it's a choose your own adventure story, like how it's going to end. Is it going to do this, or this? It's the same ending, except different words applied. But yeah, that will be it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be seeing you in part 4. Until then, I've been Grim. I'll be seeing you next time on Goosebumps HorrorTown for the beast beneath the sink.